on a back road that very few folks take, just between Auschwitz and Auschwitz-Birkenau. Over to my left are the potato sheds. This is the storage. Actually, it's a remnant of history that is very little seen, but it's where the Nazis stored potatoes for their for the prisoners. You know, the storage facility, which still stands. All these buildings. A little bit off the beaten path, a bit, but not too far away. You know, but nothing's been done with it. I'm not sure why or what, but it's abandoned, and nothing here has changed for a long, long time. So I'm gonna walk into one real quick. I'm not sure I don't step on anything, or these were filled with food, mostly potatoes that would feed prisoners in the camp. Inside one of the potato sheds. Just warehouses for storage. A lot of garbage everywhere. Obviously people come here, kids probably from the area, and deposit stuff, hang out. Thousands of people at Auschwitz as I speak. I'm the only one here. Going to the next one. It looks like this one, you can go through this one, but people live only a block behind these things. So it's just interesting to see that right through here is someone's backyard. In their backyard they see the potato storage. A little tire with a hubcap. Lots of stuff. Navigate on out of here. Go on and on. Imagine a camp. Birkenau could have upwards of 100,000 people. Auschwitz, you have 20, 30,000 people. No, not that many, but 10, 15, 20,000 people. The other camps, thousands of people. This is one of the two main storage facilities for food. Over by Birkenau, there's a place called the vegetable sheds, the vegetable storage. Not quite as well preserved and closer to the camp itself, but it's uncanny that no one ever did anything with this. It's right across from an industrial area. Each one had a little, looks like an office area, and behind it was storage. That one looks like it has a floor still to it. Cement floor. This one looks like it's another tire. all look the same. It's a little bigger, but years of garbage and junk just laying around. There's an old wooden door. You think that the Auschwitz Museum would want to purchase this, or at least extract some of the doors and things and that are part of this, or renovate it, or update it, or preserve it, or something. But it's I'm sure that the neighborhood would not be too happy with it. But just beyond here is a residential neighborhood, a suburb of Brzezinka, which is Birkenau, but in Polish, Brzezinka. They grew up in the 1960s. Homes that, from their backyard, they can see a museum of a death camp. So, which we'll show you in a minute, because we're coming up close to that area. There's a padlock on that door. That's interesting. Somebody's claimed that, or updated that. There's a van over here. Okay. Somebody's doing something with this. Fence around this. Something is happening. I'm not sure what. Maybe they're doing something, but if they are, it's just starting. And this is the end of the potato sheds. 3 years ago I was in these. They're not cordoned off, so something's happening with them. And this right here is a Nazi bomb shelter. They could, when the air raids happened, the SS soldiers, the guards, would climb into those things and have a peek hole so they could see out in case anybody tried to run away of the prison or the work details. It's one of the bigger ones. Usually they're smaller. There are other ones around too. I'm sure we'll show some of those. Oh, they bought it. Or, oh my. Oh, this is being renovated. Finally. Finally. These are the same people that bought the kitchens. So that's good. Somebody's doing something with it. I'm sure they won't be doing renovations of the entire potato sheds, but it's something better than what it's been for the last 70 plus years. And then just over to my right is the suburb, is the community that grew up. And over here to my left is a very important place when it comes to Auschwitz. Oftentimes people think that when they think of Birkenau, Auschwitz too, they think of a train going into the camp and going off in the siding and people getting out of the train actually in the camp. The train tracks didn't go to Birkenau until 1944, so Birkenau opened up in 42. So for the first 2 years that Birkenau was a camp, they got off here. They got off the train tracks here and they walked a short distance to Birkenau, Auschwitz Birkenau. This is a French memorial to the French Jews who died here. More than 73 French Jews died, 11,000 children in Birkenau, in Auschwitz. And up here is the Judenramp, they call it, the Judenramp, the Jewish ramp, the place where in 42 and 43 and for the first part of 44 until they built the rail line inside Birkenau itself. This is where they would get off and they would take the short walk over to the camp to be processed or to be killed. Looks like this is under some sort of renovation. Usually those blue things aren't around it. Other times I've been here, so they're doing something to it, protecting it or updating it, renovating it. It's just a train car, cattle car that is symbolic of where and what happened here, where this was and what happened here. Preservation works. Oh, okay. This has been here for a while. So they get off the train here along